One to get us started now, the kicker, Chris Boswell. And with towels waving, we're underway from Heinz Field. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. Now a play fake here on first down. And this is caught by Evans. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's second down.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
Now 2nd and 7 from the 23. Looking for Evans, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the former USC man, Taylor Mays. And he's in for 6 and a Steeler touchdown. And the defense could not have written a much better script than that first drive, pick 6.
The offense never got a chance to really get oiled up there, did they? But the defense, they certainly got in gear. What a big-time play and a great way for them to start.
And now the offense, they've got to turn things around and figure this out because your backs are on the ground real quickly.
Yeah, usually when you're starting the game, getting the ball, 0-0 is the only score you're worried about. Now the second time you get it, you're already down a touchdown.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. MVP Marcus Allen. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22. Hall of Famer Howie Long with the tackle.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play. One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
He's got Evans. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 14 yards is the pickup there at a Raider first. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Murray now on first down. Caught by Allen. It's a gain of 5, and it'll bring up a 2nd down. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure.
Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 48, and he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line. 2nd interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on it. His teammates are going to check on it because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. Here's Marcus Allen, who won a Super Bowl MVP with the Raiders. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
On 2nd down, it's Allen. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. The Steelers picking up 15 yards there and a first down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Check cross, check cross, check cross. Watch twist. Watch twist.
On first down, it's Allen. And he's got 4 down inside the 20 to the 18.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Let's go double count right here, double count. Shit, 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 watch the shit.
They'll run with Allen. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 7 yards there and a first down. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
First carry for Josh Jacobs. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Taking it in from 11 yards out. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. Early on, they have all facets of the game working in tandem.
Yeah, you give the defensive touchdown early to give you the first score, and then your offense piggybacks on top of that and gets their own. And any coach we've ever talked to, we've had that conversation with them prior to the game, they always say, you know, if we can score on defense or special teams, that gives us like a 95% chance of winning the game. I don't know if that number's correct, but it certainly does tend to play out that way, doesn't it?
It does. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And not a particularly good return here as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line.
Well, conventional football, football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
On second down now. It's Allen. And a nice gain there as he'll be taken down just shy of the 20. 5 yards on the pickup, and they're going to face a third down.
Watch out,
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
No, you don't. I scared it.
I'm watching. I'm seeing what you're doing.
What I'm doing? Yeah, I know
We're going to try to throw on third down. And for the third time
No.
here this half, it's intercepted. Picked off at the 30. And they will take over at the 29-yard line.
Dude.
So his
Yeah.
struggles just
I don't
continuing
want that
here in the
defense all
first
the
half
time.
throwing the football, Charles. Now 3 interceptions.
And they don't feel like they're just great plays by the defense. There's a sense that maybe he's a little careless with the football now. So some of the great coaches in the past, you know, they've always said, I can't teach you, obviously, because you're not listening. So maybe the bench can teach you. He's got to be careful now. He might get pulled.
Simply that.
Rush in. Jim. He's checking.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. About 3 yards there to the 27.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
You don't know how to run no play.
Yeah, whatever. Man, you crazy.
Watch twist. 22, Jet, cover. 22, Jet.
I'm crazy.
Now
You know what
Allen.
I'm saying?
That Now running right through it. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. His first carry of their second drive, pretty solid. And, of course, remember back to their first drive, really strong throughout that one.
Not only is he getting good blocking up front, but how about his vision to find the holes? And he's seeing things before they even open and hurtling through them.
Hey, play me one-on-one, man.
I ain't got no new plays in my book.
Here's
You know what I'm
Allen.
saying?
And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. A solid pickup of 13 sets him up first and goal.
Now this is an example of breaking down a defense, because in a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
No, I'm talking about regular though. You do it regular.
Tighten up.
I would win it.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he's
That nigga
maybe going to
goal
get this
line
back
right
to
there.
the 4, but that's about all. They'll say no gain on the play, and
Yeah,
it'll be
bomb.
second and goal. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On second down, it's Allen pushing and fighting his way in for a Steeler touchdown. Taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. No success on first down. He couldn't get any yardage. They give it to him again, and he finds the end zone.
Sometimes it just has to be persistence, doesn't it? And you know who else helps with that? Offensive line. After a team's been stuffed, the last thing they want to do is go to a different play call. They want to come back and do
I
it
would have
again
all my
and show
defense.
that they can dominate the
You
line of
forgot.
scrimmage.
Boswell good with the extra point, and that makes the score 21-0.
What?
We still exposing that defense.
No. What defense? You don't know who I'm talking about.
What's the game time, man? My man's sweet, man.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. That'll be taken in the end zone. Now a hit and a loose football.
Ooh.
And it's picked up by the Steelers. And he takes it back
seen
to the
that?
house. A fumble
Wow.
recovery for a Steelers score. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Boswell for the extra point.
Who made that hit? Houston.
I don't know. It look like it. I'm gonna let the computer play now.
It's good, and they stretch their lead to
I ain't
28-0
gonna pick no defense
now.
play. I ain't gonna do that. I'm gonna sit on the defensive line. I'm gonna see what Madden do. Watch how Madden pick their own good plays. I ain't gonna do shit. Watch now.
Hey, that's what people do.
And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. That'll be taken in the end zone.
Yeah. And watch.
And he'll
doing
make it
defensive
across
line.
the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
I'm gonna just do it now. I'm gonna let Madden pick the play and everything. I'm gonna give him defensive line.
He just gonna stand there.
Oh, he might finna quit.
I hope
Okay.
that book looking nice. He look good. Big.
Look.
We remind you that coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will be alongside. He'll have highlights and analysis from Orlando of this first half of action. Throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side. That one good for 13 and a Raider first down.
Look, we came into this one focused on Randy Moss, and now he has our full attention with his first grab of the game.
Well, he's one of only 2 players to go a whole season averaging over 100 yards receiving and average a touchdown per game as well. That's a pretty impressive stat.
It really is, especially when you consider that every defense he faced was prepared for him and was kicking coverages in his direction.
They'll run on first down. Allen, and the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 13.
Play safe. I mean, no, play D-line now. Stay D-line.
Watch.
I'm watching, man.
You see where I'm at? I'm on 7.
Let's go.
Now Murray throwing on 2nd down. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Mean Joe Green able to collapse the pocket, get to him, and drop him for a loss of a yard.
Oh, yeah.
Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. They play better when you don't do nothing.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Hey, so for Mutt Squad, I'm gonna just do that, man. I'm gonna need to do not.
Murray with a 3rd and long. Allen's got it complete. And a nice job there defensively. They get him to the ground short of the 1st, right around the 42. They pick up 10, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. So they're going to come to the line here, and it appears try to go for it on 4th. They do go for it. It's Murray. That'll be caught. It's Hester. And he's got the 1st down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call. Mark off the 5 and keep it moving.
So 1st and 10 after a big mistake on 4th down with a penalty.
Let's get off the field. Let's get off the field.
Throwing on 1st down is Murray. He completes it to Evans. The pickup goes for 16 and a Raider 1st down.
A gain of 16 yards. 1st down, Raiders.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Murray now on 1st down. Throw right side is hauled in by the tight end Gonzalez. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him.
He think he's doing something.
23 yards on the play.
1st down, Raiders.
Run it covers 2.
I don't want to let him score.
Murray now, 8 of 11 in this first half. He's got it 1st and 10. From the red zone, here's the Heisman Trophy winner Murray. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And these guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
You see what I'm saying? I told you. It's crazy, ain't it? Yeah. Dude, that's some crazy shit, dude.
I told you,
That is crazy, dude.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon.
Hey,
So time for the second half as the Steelers have the lead, and they will also be receiving the football here to start the third quarter. This will be taken in at the 1. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
The Steelers take over first and 10.
Put the satellite clock on, man. You know what I am, man. Wait, quit. Shit. Thank you.
Hey man, for man 21, they should make it like if you over 21, man, they gotta quit. They got to. They should make it over there. Or he quit. Run cover 2 and cover 4 the whole game. Them only covers you run. Cover 2 and cover 4.
Who you think I'm a TD Bear?
But look though, you say you good though, right?
They don't stop the run.
Alright, man, how about the cover 3 and cover 4 for the whole game?
Cover 3.
And cover 4. You gotta stay at 4 only. 3 cover.
3
You
four.
can go to any formation, but it gotta be a 3 cover. Deal?
Are you local? Oh, let me see. Hold on. You said, let me see. I'm in 3 4. I'm in 3 4.
I'm just giving you things to try out. That's all. Yeah, that's the only shit you gotta run for the whole game. No. You know what? You gotta run a new set each half. A new set each half. But you gotta run all the sets within the playbook.
Say what?
You gotta run through all the sets within that formation. Like,
Tell me.
you gotta do under, you gotta do over.
I do that anyway.
Alright, good.
Oh shit. Let me see.
Hey man, what's somebody beat you by them playing field punt defense the whole day? Punt defense. What's somebody beat you by doing that?
Doing what now?
What's somebody beat you by playing punt defense on you?
Punt defense.
I meant punt offense.
You talking about kicking field goal?
No, ain't defense. Like, so wait, when the punter put the ball, right, ain't they on defense?
Yeah.
And, good. I'm talking about the punter. What's somebody just play punt offense on all these with the
Man, I mean that shit probably because they got that human joystick shit. That's why I got another punter where I can kick it further. You know.
Do we have experience in real life? No. So why do you want to play the game?
I don't know.
That's retarded. Whoever made that tweet, they retarded.
Yeah, wrist man, check the wrist man, got him hot.
Look,
Man can't ball like this, man, Lord. Pass the big scam, but he stretch a distance. I'm talking a few 100,000 yards, you just on your 5th grand. Run it up, count it up. Hey, hundreds and 50s and 20s, no 5s and no singles, don't count on them. Hey, she wanted like me cause I like she can count on him. She tried to be nosy and hit up my ex, she like, girl, you can count on him. Hey, we need more, tell them we need more. Putting numbers on the board, like them keep a score. Hey, 16 cars.
With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our 2 quarterbacks, certainly 2 of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback.
The
way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
On to get us started now, the kicker, Chris Boswell. And here we go. We're underway in Madden Ultimate Team. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
What nigga playing?
Wait, that's 380. I'm scared.
Throwing on first down is Brady. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. A good start offensively. 15 yards on the game's initial play. Brady now to throw. Over the middle, complete.
You don't show them. Mama, stop that.
An excellent pickup of 20 yards. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Now Brady. Hunter Henry brings it in.
I'm gonna mess him up.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
Brady's throw there complete. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 20-yard line. To throw is Brady. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going down. Mean Joe Green coming right up the gut. Gets in there for a loss of 9. To try again after the sack. Brady looking for his running back, and he's got it. And he's in. Touchdown.
You gonna make adjustment? You gonna make adjustment? He scored.
And the Raiders drive right down the field and
see the big nigga stop all of that.
Austin Seibert on for the extra
I'm gonna set him
point.
up though. It's all great. You think he got some?
And that makes it 7-zip Oakland.
I know that big. Listen.
Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off.
We're good. We're good.
This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
I got secret defense here. No.
The give to Marcus Allen, who started here with USC and the Raiders. And he'll get this up over the 25 to the 26. Just what you want on a first down run.
Yeah, because I got my offense bit by zone reads.
On second down now, it's Allen. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up third down. Wilson now to throw on third down. And he's got a man open. That's Allen. That one goes for 8 yards. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33.
Now you get them the ball anywhere. You get them the ball anywhere. That's cool.
Wilson finding Taysom Hill complete. The completion good for 3, and it's second down. That first down completion only netted him 3. Second and 7.
Check. Lucky. Check. Let's go double count right here. Double count.
Now it's Wilson. He's got Allen. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line.
I'm not sure that this play was designed for him specifically, but they got through the progressions and got the ball to him. So second catch on the drive. He may not be a primary guy, but they definitely want him involved, don't they?
Absolutely. This early, the opening drive, as you said, 2 catches. So if they can get him going in the passing game, that should open up his running game too. First rep of the game for Josh Jacobs. And he's got the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 49. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
Plenty of things to talk about here, partner, but to me, their defense gave up a touchdown on the first drive. How about how they're responding, coming back? That's a big third down pickup to keep their drive alive.
No, I ain't.
So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 49-yard line.
Watch the safety creep. Back. 36 power. Good cut.
Now a carry for Allen. The tackle made by the linebacker, Joe Schobert. After 7-0 on EA Sports.
Too far, hitting a couple.
Run left. Two. Kill. Hey, turn it up. Good job right there.
On 2nd and 7, Wilson. That one complete. He finds Sharp. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. 12 yards that time at a Pittsburgh first.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. Wilson going to lead his guys up 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. From the shotgun, Wilson. And this one into the hands of DJ Shark. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Now Wilson. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Holt.
Let's go. Let's do it.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route. And what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
Here's Wilson. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Holt. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down.
Watch the twist. Shit.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 14-yard line. So they need 2 yards here on 3rd down. Remember, they're already 2 of 2 on 3rd down conversions on this drive. To throw is Wilson. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. Nothing doing there as the 13th play of the drive proves to be unlucky. And no signs of the field goal unit. They're going for it on 4th down. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. That's back complete. And now this is going to be close. The defense says they stopped him, and they did. Mike Tomlin takes a shot here, but to no avail. And the Raider D, they get the football back. On first down, Brady. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. To throw, it's Brady.
Gotcha, nigga.
He rifles one.
I know I'm saying his ass up.
It's Devin Bush, the linebacker, who picks it. And
You
he's
see that?
free going down the left side.
You
It's
see
a
that?
foot race. And he's in for 6 and
Yo.
a Steeler touchdown.
Yo.
So a dangerous
Yo.
pass over the middle into zone coverage, and it bit him hard.
And what's really difficult when you throw it in that direction and versus that zone, that means the linebackers have gotten to their spot, gotten their heads back around, and they can see the quarterback and everything in front of them. And they took big advantage of it, went the other direction, excellent blocking, and picked up a touchdown.
Screwed up.
Extra point put through by Boswell. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25. The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. Now Brady to try again after the pick 6. He completes it to Henry. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him a first down, 15 yards that time for the Raiders.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Brady now on first down. Open man is Hill. He's got it. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. From midfield, here's Brady.
When you see zone defense and you know you got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage. I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Now, meanwhile, the throw by Brady knocked away, incomplete. Robbie Anderson, the man he was looking for. And it's 2nd down. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
Brady's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10. There's the former Heisman winner. It's Derrick Henry. 9 yards on the pickup there as they'll be left with 3rd and 1. Brady to throw on 3rd and 1. And that will be incomplete.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now since it's 4th down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold him to 3. It would be a very makeable field goal try from here, but instead they're going to go for it. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop him with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. The field goal unit's going to stay put on the sideline. They're going to go on 4th down here. Brady to throw for it on 4th down. He is going to find Hill here. Well, they deemed it 4-down territory, and they got 4 yards to pick up the first. Here's Brady.
Every play is supposed to get a player's best effort. But on 4th down, that really increases the stakes, doesn't it? What about that catch?
Heck of an effort picking up the first.
And now that team has to be motivated going forward. They just saw a great effort there. They want to make sure it pays off.
On 2nd and 10, Brady, and that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left.
Brings up a 3rd down.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Now Brady again. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go. So they won't get a touchdown, but here's a chance to at least get 3 to end the first half. From the right hash, it's a 35-yard attempt. Seibert able to knock this one through. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So we will not go into the lockers tied. We do have a leader in the clubhouse, so to speak.
Man, it's only 3 points. Doesn't seem like much, but it looms big the way that they got it done right before the half ended.
After the made field goal, Seibert back out there to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin. Go ahead and take this one, go to the locker room, start over.
Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. It's a short kick, taken at the 15.
We got this.
The Steelers take over first and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down.
Let's go, defense. One pass. 14, got it.
From the gun, it's Wilson. And the Raiders have got him. Khalil Mack. The blitz works to perfection as he gets in there to dump him for a loss of 8. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18.
Hey, switch gears. Slam. Check it back. Got it. Bang.
Here's Wilson. That's complete to Calvin Johnson. That one good for 17 as they're set up better now for third down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
Give him 8 yards on the play, and they pick up the first.
Watch twist. 12. Hey, check 24. Watch 24. Out. Hey, 0. Jump. Under 10. Gun. We look for signals.
They keep it on the ground. Allen again. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Switch. Alert flare. Watch twist.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he winds up getting only a couple there, down to the 29.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4.
19. Good job right there. Tempo.
They snap it at 1. Now Wilson. It's Hill. Complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 15-yard line.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
Back now in the East Bay. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. On first down, Allen. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down. On 2nd and 11 now. Wilson caught by Allen. And the nimble footwork gets him just inside the 10 to the 9, but no further. Give him 8 on the play, and all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down.
Kill. Turn up. Kill. Turn up. Check 9. Check. Go, guys. 4 down. One flip.
Now it's Wilson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Deacon Jones in there to get him for a loss of 9 yards, and that also leads to 4th down. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This just a 35-yard attempt from the left hash. Boswell's kick is good. And in the 4th quarter, this game is tied. I tell you, the life of a kicker. He has not been called on the entire game. He's over there by the net, but they send him out here in the 4th quarter and say, hey, go tie the game, will you? And guess what? He comes through.
I just don't know how they do it. I really don't. These cats are a different breed from you and me. That's a pressure kick, but that one was never in doubt.
All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away. That's fielded in the end zone.
The Raiders take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. They'll run on first down. Dickerson. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Here's Brady to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And he's in for 6 and a Steeler touchdown. In a tie game.
Not a day in my life, knows my